Another letter from the city mayor requesting for the passage of a resolution authorizing her to sign and enter into a memorandum of agreement with the Universidad de Santa Isabel de Naga Incorporated. Another letter, Mr. Chairman, from the city mayor requesting for authority to enter and sign a data turnover agreement with the Philippine Statistics Authority. And another letter requesting for a resolution to enter and sign a memorandum agreement with the National Youth Commission. Another request for authority to enter into a memorandum agreement with the Naga River, pertaining to the Naga River Watershed Sustainable Partnership with the MNWD, the Naga City Police Office, and the Naga City Police Office Advisory Council. Also under SBO, a request from the city mayor as well for passage of a resolution to enter and sign a memorandum of agreement with the Integrated Philippine Association of Optometrists. And last, under special business and order, is a request from the city mayor and to enter and sign a memorandum of agreement with the Central Bicol State University of Agriculture, Pasacao campus for their students under BS Environmental Science to enter in a student internship program with the city government.
I believe this is a record-breaking number of letters coming from the city mayor's office.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Under unfinished business is the revised copy of the proposed ordinance of Honorable Francisco Mendoza establishing the Balik Eskwela program for tertiary education students of Naga. Also under unfinished business are reports from the committees on education, the joint committee hearing on peace and order and public safety and laws and ordinances, the committee on land use, the committee on laws and ordinances, the Committee on People Empowerment and Good Governance, the Committee on Ways and Means, the Committee on Housing and Settlements, the Committee on Tourism, Committee on Games and Amusement, the Committee on Culture and the Arts, and the Committee on Transport. And last, under unfinished business, is a comment from the Metro Naga Chamber of Commerce and Industry relative to the proposed Naga City Net Zero Carbon Policy Ordinance. Under new business, Mr. Chairman, is a proposed ordinance from the Honorable Francisco Mendoza rationalizing the lease rental of the occupants of the Panganiban Beautification and Upgrading Project at the Philippine National Railways property along Panganiban Avenue. Panganiban Drive. Another proposed ordinance from the Honorable Mendoza deputizing the barangay treasurers of the city of Naga as collectors of plazada fees from vendors operating without a mayor's permit, providing for a revenue sharing mechanism and for other purposes. Also under unfinished business.
Unfinished or new business?
New business, Mr. Chairman, sorry. A resolution from Street POS Naga manifesting their intention to apply for accreditation for membership with the Sangguniang Panlungsod and designating Ms. Bianca Parcon as the official and permanent representative of the organization. Under new business as well is a request for the passage of an ordinance reverting to unappropriated balance the amount of 445,000 out of the current appropriation of biological assets, plants, and trees under the capital outlay budget of the City Environment and Natural Resources Office and appropriating it for the other expenses of the said office. Under new business as well is a complaint affidavit of a certain Julito Rasco E. Dames against Barangay Kagawa Jovi Capistrano. Under new business as well is a proposed ordinance of the Honorable Wilfredo Jude A. Jokno mandating the installation of tactile paving in the Naga City Hall compound, the Naga City General Hospital, plazas, and public transportation terminals in the city of Naga to ensure accessibility of persons with visual impairment. And last, under new business, is a proposed ordinance sponsored by the Honorables Melvin Ramon Buenafe and Honorable Jesse Albius, further amending certain sections of Article 25 of Ordinance Number 93-49, otherwise known as the Transport and Traffic Code of Naga City. Under other matters, Mr. Chairman, is letter from the Philippine Councilors League pertaining to the first continuing local legislative education program, and another letter sent through email by a certain Adrian Baldovino requesting for the passage of measures that would ban access to pornography sites within our country. With the inclusions, Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval of the order of business.
Any second? Comment? Before your comment, I wish to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Gomez and the Honorable Macaraig. Please proceed, Councilor Mendoza.
May I request, Mr. Chair, that the item on a resolution authorizing the city mayor to enter into MOAs with educational institutions in relation to their student internship program be transferred from special business and order to new business, considering that to new business.
New business.
Considering that this is a provision wherein we will do away with ratification of such MOAs.
Reaction from Councilor Rosales.
I submit, Mr. Chairman, to the pleasure of the body.
Any other comment from the members of the council? So there was the motion from Councilor Rosales and duly seconded by Councilor Nathan Serio. No objection, so the motion is approved.
Order of business, special business or order. The proposed resolution of Honorable Jesse R. Albius commending Mrs. Joanne Anasin, a street cleaner of the Solid Waste Management Office, for her honesty and integrity in turning over a lost wallet containing valuable items.
Councilor Albius.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Last September 1, worker of the City Government of Naga, a street cleaner at the Solid Waste Management Office in the name of Mrs. Joanne Anasin, found a wallet in the vicinity of the Naga Crown Park Hotel, and without hesitation, she turned over the said wallet to the city mayor, and the next day, the wallet was claimed by Mr. Albert Pandes, a Bicolano residing in La Union, Ilocos Sur. For this, Mr. Chair, may I move that we pass a resolution of commendation on joint and collective motion for Mrs. Joanne Anasin.
Any comment?
Joint and collective.
Joint and collective.
The letter dated September 8, 2025 from the Honorable City Mayor requesting for authority to enter into a data sharing agreement with the Land Bank of the Philippines.
Any comment from the members of the council? Councilor Baldemoro.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May we know the particular purpose of the data sharing agreement?
You want to know the details?
No. The purpose, Mr. Chair.
Do we have any representative coming from the city mayor's office? May I request the Secretariat to invite a representative from the City Mayor's office who can answer questions regarding all the letters coming from the City Mayor, Lenny Robredo. Any other comment regarding this sharing of confidential info? Councilor Mendoza.
I believe, Mr. Chair, that document is in compliance with the Data Privacy Act. In all likelihood, that would be a template or a pro forma document, and that is being required because Land Bank is handling sensitive data of our employees.
Okay, thank you. Any other comment from Councilor Nathan Serio?
Whether our city legal officer has reviewed such draft agreement.
So you are suggesting that we also invite the city legal officer here?
Yes, para sigurado kitang protektado kita.
Okay, kindly make the motion.
I move that we request the presence in this chamber today of the city legal officer for him to comment on that draft.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. Again, I am directing the Secretariat to invite the City Legal Officer, Angel Ohastro. We proceed to the next item, please.
The letter dated September 5, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for authority to enter and sign the Memorandum of Understanding with the Department of Education through the Naga City Dangerous Drugs Board for the promotion of drug prevention and anti-drug abuse campaign initiatives.
Any comment from the Chairman of the Committee on Education, Councilor Nathan Serio?
Session has no problem with the request of the mayor. Ang pigagad sa tuya authority na maglawag siya sa sarong memorandum of understanding, and pag MOU parang intent pa lang yan, bako pa yan banding sa both parties, so dahil pakita dyan magkakaproblema. Magagawa ko kitang panahon na ma-review si MOU, and so I move that we authorize the mayor, City Mayor, to enter into and sign the Memorandum of Understanding with the Department of Education.
Any second?
Okay.
Any objection? Objection?
No, I just would like to ask if the MOU is attached to that document so that we can
Go through.
we cannot read.
Okay, please.
May naka-attach pa ng gan. Bako readable.
What happened to that particular portion? Can we come up with something which we can read? Okay, we defer discussion of this particular item until the Secretariat can provide us with a legible copy of the terms and conditions. Next item, please.
The letter dated September 8, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for authority to sign the certificate of donation and accept donation of light bulbs from Sheridan Marketing Incorporated.
Can you flash the letter? Okay, any comment from the members of the council? Councilor Baldimoro.
Mr. Chair, we understand that the Sheridan Marketing donated a light bulb So the city mayor requesting an authority to sign the certificate of donation and accept the donation. So may I move, Mr. Chair, for resolution authorizing the city mayor.
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
If I may add, Mr. Chair, to the motion, that the same need no further ratification from the Sangguniang Panlungsod.
Reaction from Councilor Balimoro.
There's no need, Mr. Chair. This is just a certificate of donation. So
Okay.
there's no need for a ratification.
Okay, so no objection. Councilor Nathan Serio.
May I move that we pass a resolution thanking the Sheridan Marketing Incorporated for such donation.
So we have two motions now. The first motion was filed by Councilor Baldimoro.
Yes.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. And then another motion from Councilor Nathan Serio. Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. Next item.
The letter dated September 8, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for the passage of an ordinance appropriating the amount of 10 million pesos out of the 2024 unappropriated surplus for certain essential expenditure of the city government.
The Chairman of the Committee on Appropriations, Councilor Baldimoro, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I move, Mr. Chair, for passage of an ordinance appropriating the amount of 10 million pesos out of the unappropriated surplus for the donation account under CSWD.
This is an ordinance.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
The Chairman of the Committee on Rules,
On joint.
can we approve it right now?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, you can. May we know first if there's a certification from the city treasurer for the availability of funds?
Okay, so there was this motion coming from Councilor Baldimoro. Any second?
Second.
Any objection?
Mr. Chairman, I presented a query if the certificate of fund availability is already available.
Has the City Treasurer's Office given us a certificate of the availability of funds?
Mr. Chair, presented before us is the surplus certified by the city accountant amounting to 50,909,091 centavos.
So we have a certification of
Yes,
the
Mr. Chair.
availability of the cash.
Yes, Mr. Chair, and
So
the charging
Councilor Rosales,
of the,
are you satisfied with that answer? Councilor Mendoza.
I go with the request of the Councilor Rosales because that is a required certification that in the event we make a supplemental budget, that there should be a certification from the city treasurer, certificate of availability of funds, not from the city accountant. In a way, we can pass the request subject to submission of that certification this morning.
Okay, so again, Councilor Balimoro.
Mr. Chair, may I move for a passage of an ordinance appropriating the amount of 10 million pesos subject to submission of the certification of availability of fund from the city treasurer.
Any second? Any objection?
None.
There being none, the motion is approved.
The
Do
proposed
we have a representative coming from the City Mayor's office now?
None yet.
Okay, next item, please.
The proposed resolution of the Honorable Francisco M. Mendoza respectfully requesting the Department of Public Works and Highways, Camarines Sur 3rd Engineering District, and the DPWH Regional Office Number 5 to furnish the city government with the project documents pertaining to flood control and mitigation projects posted on the sumbong sa pangulo.ph website and other projects implemented in Naga City by their contractors to aid the Naga City Project Monitoring Committee in the performance of its mandated functions.
Councilor Mendoza, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The President has set up a website wherein all flood control projects were posted. Upon checking, there are 7 such flood control and flood mitigation projects in Naga City, totaling around 283.3 million pesos. Now, we have the Project Monitoring Committee, which is tasked to monitor and evaluate such projects, but they cannot do their job without the necessary project documents. So this resolution is requesting the DPWH, both the district and the regional offices, for copies of those documents which are enumerated in that resolution, as well as the project documents of the projects implemented by the contractors listed in that Sumbong sa Pangulo website. So, duwa pang hinahangad ta, primero, si project documents kato mga projects na duman sa website kang presidente, panduwa si mga projects na pinag-implement kang mga contractor, kadtong 7 projects na duman sa website kang presidente. So, yan po si satuyang request, Mr. Chair.
Kindly make the motion.
May I move for the passage of a resolution respectfully requesting the Department of Public Works and Highways, Camarines Sur Engineering, 3rd Engineering District, and the DPWH Regional Office to furnish the city government of Naga with the project documents pertaining to flood control and mitigation projects posted on the Sumbong sa Pangulo.ph website and other projects implemented in Naga City by their contractors to aid the Naga City Project Monitoring Committee in the performance of its mandated functions. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Mr. Chair, may I request that the same be on joint and collective motion?
On joint and collective motion. May I request the members of the council there to address your concerns to the chair and do not make any other session or conference. Next item, please.
The proposed resolution of the Honorable Francisco M. Mendoza authorizing the Honorable City Mayor to enter into and execute memorandum of agreement with educational institutions for the implementation of work immersion program of the DepEd or student internship program of the Commission on Higher Education, providing for the conditions thereof and declaring the immediate effectivity of such agreement without need for further ratification by the Sangguniang Panlungsod.
Councilor Mendoza.
I requested that that item be transferred to new business, Mr. Chair, because there is a provision there wherein ratification would be dispensed with. But if the body is okay with that, then we can proceed under SBO.
What is the comment? Yes, Councilor Baldemoro.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Instead of transferring it to the new business, we might as well as refer this to the appropriate committee, Mr. Chair.
What specific committee?
Committee on Education.
Committee on Education. So kindly make the necessary motion that we will refer this resolution, proposed resolution, to the Committee on Education.
Mr. Chair, may I move to refer this matter to the Committee on Education and as requested by the proponent to include also the Committee on Rules.
And the Committee on
Rules.
Rules, so joint. Any second? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Copy of Resolution Number 22 of Barangay Panikwason requesting 20,000 financial assistance for their cultural activities on October 4 and 5, 2025.
Councilor Baldemoro.
Mr. Chair, may I move for a passage of a resolution extending financial assistance amounting to 20,000 pesos for Barangay Panikwason.
Any second? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The letter dated September 5, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for authority to enter and sign the credit agreement with Napper Trading, which details the roles and responsibilities of both parties.
Reaction from the council. Kindly, please. Councilor Baldemoro.
Mr. Chair, the Napper Trading is the supplier of the medicine that we repair from CSWD. So this request by the city mayor is for an authority to sign for the credit agreement with the said company. So may I move, Mr. Chair, authorize for a resolution authorizing the city mayor to enter into a credit agreement with Napper Trading.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The letter dated September 5, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for authority to enter and sign the Memorandum of Agreement on ATM serving with the Development Bank of the Philippines.
Any comment or reaction from the members of the council? Kindly flash the attachment.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Councilor Rosales.
I believe this is just for the installation of the ATMs at the City Hall compound. May I move for the passage of the resolution being requested by our City Mayor to enter into the Memorandum of Agreement with the DBP.
Any second? Objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The letter dated September 5, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for authority to enter and sign the Memorandum of Agreement on deposit pickup with the Development Bank of the Philippines.
Again, Councilor Rosales.
If I understand what deposit pickup means, if I understand it correctly, I think the DBP will be picking up the money for deposit, which we have here at the City Hall. So I move for the passage of the resolution being requested by the City Mayor.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The letter dated September 5, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for authority to enter and sign the payroll servicing agreement with the Development Bank of the Philippines.
Again, Councilor Rosales.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the passage of the resolution authorizing the City Mayor to enter into a payroll servicing agreement with the Development Bank of the Philippines.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The letter dated September 8, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for authority to negotiate on behalf of the city government with the affected property owners for the acquisition of necessary road right-of-way for certain priority projects subject to the ratification by the Sangguniang.
Comments from the members of the council. Councilor Mendoza, the chairman of the Committee on Infra. Councilor Mendoza. Kindly flash the attachment.
Mr. Chair, may I move for the passage of a resolution authorizing the City Mayor to enter into an agreement
Property owners.
with the property owners
Acquisition of road right away.
Kindly flash the letter.
Di kayo nagdadag. Thank you, Mr. Chair, again. May I move for the passage of a resolution authorizing the city mayor to negotiate with the affected property owners for the acquisition of the necessary road right-of-way for the following priority projects subject to the ratification of the Sangguniang. Number 1, Balatas, Cararayan Road. Number 2, Del Rosario, Cararayan Road. Number 3, Sitio Salungigi to Sagrada Familia Road in Barangay Cararayan. All of these are in Barangay Cararayan, Mr. Chair. So move.
Any second? Any objection? Councilor Rosales?
Mr. Chairman, may we be informed how many property owners are affected by these projects so that we will be guided on how many property owners will we be transacting with? We want to
Okay,
know,
Councilor
we want to know as
Rosales,
early
I
as
understand
this time.
that representatives coming from the city mayor's office are now here. So, before we tackle this resolution on the road right-of-way, we will go back to item number 2 of the special business order. Mr. Secretary?
The letter dated September 8, 2025, Honorable City Mayor, requesting for authority to sign the data sharing agreement with the Land Bank of the Philippines.
The rules are suspended, and we wish to acknowledge the presence here of Mr. Biboy Davila and
Attorney Rances. Attorney Rances.
Attorney Nina Rances.
Attorney.
Nina
Is
Rances.
this Attorney Rances? Sorry. Naka-uniform ka kaya eh. So, we wish to acknowledge the presence of Attorney Domnina Rances, the Dean of the College of Law, LGU-Naga University, and Mr. Biboy Davila. The rules are suspended.
Good morning po. Do we have a copy of the document?
Sa screen.
By the way, what was the question? Did you come up with the question?
The Honorable Serio.
Okay.
Itulit ko yan. Ito mga agreement sa immersion. Siguro ako ta. Iralag ni sa... Hindi ato. May business. Sumusunod siya.
So in other words, you are trying to check what particular portion of the letter. Councilor Baldemoro?
Mr. Chair, the query a while ago is on the purpose of the data sharing agreement. So may we know from the representative from the city mayor's office?
Okay, Attorney Domnina.
Yes, the purpose of this is this is a routine requirement from the land bank, from the from the Land Bank of the Philippines to execute an NDA so that we would be able to, for the Treasurer's Office to have access to the facilities of Land Bank.
Are you satisfied with the answer of Attorney Dominina Rances, Councilor Balimoro?
Mr. Chair, the other query, if I remember, is if this document was already reviewed by the City Legal Office.
How's it again?
The other query of the Sangguniang, Mr. Chair, is if this document was already reviewed by the City Legal Officer.
Where is the city legal officer, by the way? I wish to acknowledge the presence here of Attorney Lianyo. The City Councilor Elmer Baldemoro is asking whether this has been reviewed by the City Legal Office.
Not yet po, but we will forward it to the City Legal Office.
So this has not been reviewed
Not
by
yet.
the City Legal Office. So in the meantime, we will have to refer this to the City Legal Office. Yes, Councilor Gail Abunal Gomez.
Yes, Mr. Chair, let us take note that in the first paragraph, it is mentioned there. Actually, they're already expressing their gratitude to us because it seems that we have already approved authority to sign a data sharing agreement. May we request the Secretariat to please check on this document, if we can be enlightened regarding this, if we have indeed granted authority. Iguana. Anong, the date, Mr. Chair, is... Okay, therefore, Mr. Chair, because of this, the next step is that we are being requested to grant authority for... I think pwede pakibalik po, Doman.
How about the City Legal Office?
Yes, so therefore, Mr. Chair, because there is already a resolution granting authority for the data sharing agreement, then we proceed to the next step, which is the non-disclosure agreement. So may we then, may I move, Mr. Chair, that we refer this matter to the City Legal Office for their review, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
Thank you,
Councilor Riz.
I object, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilor Riz Macaraig.
The the College of Law of the Ateneo already mentioned that standard. And the city mayor, who is a lawyer herself, has in their wisdom opted not to involve the legal office, and we, I believe, should respect that. And by forwarding this to us, and I myself agree with the position of the Honorable of the Attorney Rances, Mr. Chair. So I register my objection to send it back to the City Legal Office. Instead, may we approve it now if possible.
Thank you, Councilor Attorney Riz. Reaction from Councilor Gail Abunal Gomez.
Yes, Mr. Chair, then perhaps the City Legal the representative from the City Legal Office can already guide us right now pertaining regarding the matter.
So are you withdrawing your motion?
I am withdrawing, Mr. Chair, but because we have a representative from the City Legal Office, then maybe the representative can assure us on this matter.
So what is your final stand?
We request a representative to appraise us or give a comment on this agreement, Mr. Chair.
The representative of?
The City Legal Office, Attorney Lianyo is also here, Mr. Chair.
So we will still refer this to the City Legal Office?
No more, Mr. Chair. Maybe he can make his comment right now, Mr. Chair.
Right now?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Anyway, he's already here, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Where is the representative of the City
Here,
Legal
here,
Office?
Your Honor. Yes. Good morning to Mr. Chair and to the honorable members of this august body. With regard po, Mr. Chair, digdi po sa request po ng City Mayor for an NDA, considering that it is a part and parcel of the obligation of the city government of Naga, and as mentioned po by Councilor Macaraig, na this has already underwent the review of two lawyers, which is the City Mayor and the distinguished Dean of the Ateneo de Naga University College of Law. The City Legal Office, Your Honor, interposes no objection to the comment of Councilor Macaraig that the request be granted, Your Honor, considering that it had already underwent a thorough review by the Office of the City Mayor, Your Honor.
Thank you, Attorney Lianyo. Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
I support the position of Councilor City Legal Office. This non-disclosure agreement is intended to ensure that the data of the city government officials and employees are not unnecessarily disclosed by the Land Bank of the Philippines. This is part of the requirements under the Data Privacy Act. I think this is just a procedural agreement. Given that, Mr. Chair, may I move that we authorize the City Mayor to...
Councilor Gail Abunal Gomez has withdrawn his previous motion, so you are now making a new motion.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Proceed.
May I move that we authorize the City Mayor to enter into a non-disclosure agreement with the Land Bank of the Philippines. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second. On joint and collective.
Any objection?
Joint and collective.
There being none, the motion is approved. Thank you, Attorney Macaraig. Thank you, thank you. Next item, please.
The letter dated September 3, 2025 of Punong Barangay Jose T. Peñas of Del Rosario requesting 20,000 financial assistance for their barangay cultural activities on October 6.
By the way, do we still need the representatives from the City Mayor's office? Mr.
I
Secretary?
had a pending matter. I was raising concern earlier on a matter at hand. Then, when the City Legal Officer arrived, Mr. Chairman, I think it was pertaining to the Balatas Kararayan property.
The list of affected property
Okay,
owners.
can we invite again the City Legal Officer's representative? In the meantime, we proceed to the next item.
The request of Barangay Del Rosario for 20,000 financial assistance.
Councilor Baldemoro.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, may I move for a passage of a resolution granting the request of financial assistance of Barangay Del Rosario amounting to 20,000 pesos.
Any second? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The letter dated September 5, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for authority to enter into and sign the data turnover agreement with the Philippine Statistics Authority.
The Philippine Statistics Authority. Councilor Mendoza, reaction?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I move that we pass a resolution authorizing the City Mayor to enter into a data turnover agreement with the Philippine Statistics Authority. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. I understand that the representative coming from the city legal office is back here. So we go back to item number
16. Yes,
item number
16.
okay.
Mr. Chairman, the city mayor is requesting for authority to negotiate with affected property owners for the acquisition of the road right-of-way for the Balatas Cararayan Road, Del Rosario Cararayan Road, Salonggigi Sagrada Familia Road in Cararayan as well. However, Mr. Chairman, the request does not yet include the list of property owners who will be affected and to whom the city mayor will be transacting with. May we be furnished the list of the property owners who will be affected?
Yes, Attorney Lianyo, the rules are still suspended.
Lolo. As to the inquiry of the Honorable Councilor Rosales, Mr. Chair, I think the proper office to provide a list would be the HSDO, Your Honor, because they are the one in charge with dealing with the affected property owners, considering that they are also the ones who are processing the financial payment.
What office, please?
HSDO, Your Honor. The Human Settlements and Development Office, Your Honor.
Human Settlements.
Yes, Your Honor. Particularly, I think it's being handled, Your Honor, by Mr. Eric Salvino.
Thank you, Councilor. Thank you, Attorney Lianyo. Yes, Councilor
Your Honor.
Nathan Serio.
Chair, are these projects new road opening and construction or merely road widening projects?
Yes, Your Honor. For projects number 1 and 2, Your Honors, they are already existing. They were the project started during the previous administration. I think it started back in 2023, Your Honor. As for project number 3, I think that's a new project because that hasn't gone through the office, Your Honors.
Any other reaction, Councilor Nathan? So we should get the data from the Human Settlements Office?
Yes, Mr.
Yes,
Chairman,
Councilor Rosales.
Can we request that from the HSDO? I understand that since 2023 we've been transacting with several property owners already. So I'm really wondering why there are more property owners that we should be transacting with, since it's been 2 years already since the project started. So can we be enlightened about it? Maybe request the HSDO to furnish us with a list.
Okay. The Secretary is directed to communicate with the head of the Human Settlements.
In the meantime, Mr. Chairman, I move to defer this.
So we'll just defer discussion of this particular item,
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
and then we invite the department head.
I say we can postpone it to next session, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
And for the HSDO, be given the coming days to.
So we
provide us
will
with the list.
discuss this in the next regular session.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Councilor Rosales. Thank you, Attorney Lianyo.
You're welcome, Your Honors.
Councilor Aris Macaraig.
Yes, just a comment, Mr. Chair. The request is just to authorize the city mayor to negotiate. Through negotiation, we can get the names of the former owner and the actual owner, or the claimant, or whoever is in that property. Without that authority, what we will be getting from the HSDO are previous data, meaning to say not the current ownership or whatever, because we did not authorize them to negotiate as of the present. While we can of course, invite the HSDO to come forward and give us the data, we can also, moving forward, already authorize them to negotiate. Because that is only for negotiation purposes. There's no obligation for the government and the private individuals. Mr. Chair, just a comment.
So, in other words, we may as well approve the resolution now.
That's harmless approval, Mr. Chair. So I actually intend to have this approved.
So kindly move. Kindly make a motion.
With all due respect to Councilor Rosales, I move to approve the request the city mayor to authorize the city mayor to negotiate on behalf of city government of Naga with the affected property owners as mentioned in the letter, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. Again, thank you, Councilor Attorney Macaraig.
My pleasure, Mr. Chair.
The letter dated September 5, 2025, Honorable City Mayor, requesting for authority to enter into and sign the Memorandum of Agreement with the National Youth Commission.
Committee on Youth. Councilor Rosales.
Mr. Chairman, this is just for the lease of a portion of the Naga City Youth Center to be used by the National Youth Commission as their office. So may I move for the passage of a resolution authorizing the City Mayor to enter into the said Memorandum of Agreement with the National Youth Commission.
Any second? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The letter dated September 5, 2025, Honorable City Mayor, requesting for authority to enter into and sign the Memorandum of Agreement Naga River Watershed Sustainable Partnership with the Metropolitan Naga Water District, the Naga City Police Office, and the Naga City Police Office Advisory Council.
Comments from the members of the council? Yes, Councilor Rosales.
Mr. Chairman, the Naga River Watershed Sustainable Partnership is a continuing program of the city government along with several partner institutions. So this time it will be the MNWD, the Naga City Police Office, and the Advisory Council of this said agency. I move for the passage of the resolution authorizing the City Mayor to enter into the said Memorandum of Agreement. So,
Any second? Comment? Councilor Mendoza? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The letter dated September 5, 2025, of the Honorable City Mayor, requesting for authority to enter into and sign the Memorandum of Agreement with the Integrated Philippine Association of Optometrists Incorporated.
Yes, Councilor Baldemoro.
Mr. Chair, sa mga early problem ngunyan ka mga aki, ito ang vision. So, with this memorandum of agreement that is requested by the city mayor, it is timely and could help children ages 0 to 15 years old. So may I move, Mr. Chair, for passage of a resolution authorizing the city mayor to enter into and sign a memorandum of agreement with the Integrated Philippine Association of Optometrists. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Unfinished business. The letter dated September 1, 2025, of Pitsi Idian David on behalf of Katmon 1 residents pertaining to their complaint against repeated violations committed by Zelda Trece and El Chico Smokehouse.
Reaction? Councilor Albios?
This matter was referred to the Committee on Land Use, and we can may I move that we refer this to the Committee on Land Use, but we direct the City Planning and Development Office to check on this report by the residents of Katmon in Barangay Balatas.
Okay, any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The letter dated September 2, 2025 of Mr. Marvin Sagun, Acting Enro, submitting the recommendation pertaining to Barangay Ordinance Number 2025-01 of Bacol, which established the protection, conservation, rehabilitation of rivers and waterways in their barangay.
The chairman of the Committee on Environment.
Mr. Chairman, the
Councilor Rosales.
the letter is in relation to an ordinance which was approved by Barangay Pacol and underwent review by the Committee on Laws and Ordinances. May we just refer this to the Committee on Laws and Ordinances?
Committee on
Laws and Ordinances.
Laws and Ordinances. So, kindly make the motion.
I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The email dated August 28, 2025 of Micaela Santiago, forwarding resolution number 10-2024, affirming the declaration of Platoon 3, a certification signed by the Battalion Adjutant, 9th Infantry Division, Philippine Army, indicating that no initiated violent incidents, non-violent activities, or combat operations launched by the communist terrorist groups within the area of Naga City, and a draft resolution declaring the insurgency condition of Naga City as stable, internal peace and security for 2024 to 2025.
What is this? Yes, Councilor Omar Buenafe.
Mr. Chair, during the previous session, it was pronounced by the representative of the Philippine Army that the letter they submitted with the draft resolution was not yet final. And this time they submitted this revised copy. And for the information, this body also, during the Peace and Order Council meeting conducted last Friday, presided by the chairman, the city mayor, this was also favorably endorsed through a motion duly approved during the Peace and Order Council meeting. So I move, Mr. Chair.
Before your motion, I am a bit confused with the title of the resolution. A resolution declaring the insurgency condition at Naga City, Camarines Sur, as stable. Meaning, the insurgency case in Naga is still here?
Mr. Chair, for the information of the body, the Naga City is considered as white area as far as the insurgency application is concerned.
Kindly correct the title of the resolution.
I will advise the proponent, Mr. Chair, but what they want to pronounce here also is that it is already manageable in such a way that the situation can be addressed by the peace and order and security efforts of the Philippine National Police.
So kindly request...
it is a non-military issue.
Yes.
Meaning.
So kindly request the group to at least reformat the title of the resolution so that it will reflect the contents.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I will do so, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, General.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilor Gale.
Mr. Chair, may I be clarified because if I remember it correctly, we referred this to the Committee on Peace and Order, and in that committee hearing, we actually requested for a clearer report because, as mentioned by the Honorable Buenafe, it was not final yet. So may I know if this is the document that we are requesting? You see, Mr. Chair, during their presentation, they did not contextualize it to the concerns of Naga, to the conditions that we have in the city. That's why we requested for a more specific and more focused document. So may I know if this is the one that we were requesting? Because if so, Mr. Chair, then this should be referred back to the committee.
Reaction, Councilor Omar.
Yes, Mr. Chair, whether or not this is the revised copy, it is clear that the wordings are technical for the Armed Forces of the Philippines and not worded for general consumption of the public. So with your instructions, Mr. Chair, we will request for a revised copy that makes it more clear for our consumption and the public's consumption of this document. So
A layman
Yes.
can fully comprehend the contents of the resolution.
that's right, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please.
The legal notes of retired Judge Suleiman M. Santos Jr. on the National Commission and Historical letter of August 14, 2025 on lifting the CDO on Nagaland for demolition and other construction activities affecting the two Spanish-era building ruins in Naga City.
We just take note of that.
Reaction from Councilor Nathan Serio, the chairman of the Committee on Culture and the Arts. So we will just take note of the comments made by former Judge Suleiman Santos.
Kabalin na yan sa brought out niya kang committee hearing the last
Okay.
time. Thank you.
Thank you.
We just take note of that.
Next item,
The
please.
letter dated September 5, 2025 of Engineer Rolly Campillos, its SDO head, submitting the revised Memorandum of Agreement, revised Usufruct Agreement, sketch plan and technical descriptions, and the proposed subdivision plan covering a city property in situ sa Longigi, Cararayan for the implementation of socialized housing project.
The chairman of the Committee on Land Use, Councilor Albios.
This is part of the committee report of the Committee on Housing and Settlements.
Okay, thank you. Next item.
The letter dated September 5, 2025, signed by the members of the Local Finance Committee, containing the recommendation on the matter on the grant of additional benefits to public school teachers by the city government.
Councilor Valdemoro.
Mr. Chair, this was pending under the Committee on Education. This was the subject matter of the privileged speech of the Honorable Nathan Serio pertaining to the cost of living allowance of our public school teacher. So may I move to refer this matter to the Committee on Education.
Committee on?
Education.
Okay. Second. Yes, Councilor Nathan?
Copy of this letter to the President, Mr. Sibilio. Itong asosasyon nila. Siya man si Nasiteya.
Nasiteya, okay.
Mr. Sibilio is the President. Apollo
But-
Sibilio.
There is a pending motion
Correct.
coming from the Honorable
Di-
Baldimoro.
Just for their information.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The proposed ordinance of Honorable Hildy Rosales mandating the registration and vaccination of all canine and feline pets in Naga City, promulgating policies and measures to promote responsible pet ownership, the prevention and control of rabies, and providing penalties for violations thereof.
Councilor
It's,
Rosales.
pending with the Committee on Public Safety, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so it's still pending with the Committee on Public Safety. Next item,
The
please.
proposed ordinance of Honorable Francisco M. Mendoza establishing the Balik Eskwela program for tertiary education students of Naga City, providing a bridge loan facility and enrollment re-entry grant, among others, and appropriating funds therefore.
We have now the revised version of the proposed ordinance of Councilor Frank Mendoza. Comment from Councilor Frank Mendoza?
That is pending with the Committee on Education, Mr. Chair.
So it's still with the Committee on Education.
Yes.
Thank you. Next
The
item, please.
report of the Committee on Education.
The report of the Committee on Education, headed by Councilor David Gasper Nathan Serio.
Mr. Chair, may I request that this report from the Committee on Education be acknowledged.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
There were only 4 items taken up during the September 5 committee hearing. There was no quorum to start the committee hearing because there were simultaneous meetings.
So we are constituting ourselves into the Committee of the Whole.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Thank you. For the first item, revised copy of the proposed ordinance authored by the Honorable Francisco Mendoza, an ordinance establishing the Maugmang Kinabukasan Study Now, Pay Later program of Naga City. May I go directly to the disposition?
Yes, please.
On motion of Mr. Sibilio, duly seconded by Honorable Borja, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang plenary the approval of the proposed ordinance with the incorporation of the new inputs made during the discussion on the matter. Councilor Frank intimated this morning that he would be happy that this matter be calendared for next session so that each member will have the time to go over the final form of the proposed ordinance. So that we calendar this for next session
Regular session.
for approval. Yes.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Next item, proposed ordinance authored by City Youth Councilors Climacosa and Paco, sponsored by Honorable Albius, Honorable Borja, Honorable Serio, further amending ordinance number 2010-063, otherwise known as Naga's Tertiary Scholarship Program, as amended. For the disposition, Mr. Chair,
Yes, please.
the committee resolved to defer the matter and request the ESO to coordinate with the proponents to explore on the improvements of the proposed ordinance. So moved.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Third item, letter dated July 22, Miss Melissa Bobos, Assistant Principal 2, Camarines National High School submitting their intent pertaining to work immersion program for their senior high school students. For this disposition, the committee resolved to request Attorney Angel Huastro, City Legal Officer, and Attorney Michael Dison, Legal Counsel of the Schools Division Office Naga, to coordinate on the appropriate action regarding the modified pro forma MOA on the work immersion program for senior high school students of Kamhay. So move.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Last item, letter dated August 18 of Mr. Soron, ESO head, submitting their comments on the proposed ordinance authored by Honorable Jokno Mapusay at Matalinong Nagueño, Ordinance of 2025. For position, Mr. Chair,
Yes, please.
position to defer the matter and request the ESO to coordinate with the Office of Honorable Jokno for the development, for the refinement of the proposed ordinance. So move.
So moved. Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The second disposition to direct the Secretariat to furnish the Office of Honorable Jokno the copy of the letter of Mr. Soron dated August 18 containing comments to the proposed ordinance. So move.
Any second?
Thank
Objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That's all, Mr. Chair. Salamat.
Thank you, Councilor Serio.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
may I move for a recess?
move for the inclusion of an additional item under new business, a proposed ordinance from the Honorable Melvin Ramon Buenafe regulating the use of drones and prohibiting the flying or deployment of any unregistered and unauthorized drones in areas declared as no-fly zones for safety and security considerations. Under new business, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Any second?
And,
Any
another-
objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Another thing, Mr. Chairman, I wish to seek clarification on the motion made by this representation pertaining to the authority being requested by the mayor in the road right-of-way for the Balatas-Cararayan Road. I made a motion to request a list from the HSDO of the affected property owners. It was duly seconded. However, the chair did not rule on the motion made.
Okay, so we have that motion. And
I reiterate the request, Mr. Chairman, I move to request to the HSDO to submit to the Sangguniang the complete list of property owners to be affected by the road right-of-way with the properties with the Balatas-Cararayan road widening project.
any second? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. Next item.
The report of the Committee on Peace and Order, Public Safety, jointly with laws and ordinances.
Councilor Omar Bunape.
Mr. Chair, may I request acknowledgement of the report of the Joint Committee hearing on Peace and Order and Public Safety and Laws and Ordinances, which was presided by yours truly.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The said joint committees conducted its hearing on September 2, 2025. There was a quorum for the Committee on Peace and Order and Public Safety. However, there was no quorum for the Committee on Laws and Ordinances. Along this line, Mr. Chair, may I request that the SP plenary be converted into a committee of the whole for this purpose.
So we are constituting ourselves into the committee of the whole.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the first item, it's the proposed ordinance authored by yours truly, authorizing qualified barangay tandos to augment the public safety office as traffic enforcers. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to await the revised version of the proposed ordinance which the proponent will present at the next committee hearing on the matter. And I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The second item is the letter dated August 5, 2025 of Police Colonel Gilbert Fariñas of the Naga City Police Office, requesting for the passage of a resolution supporting the request of the Naga City Police Office for the temporary shut-off of mobile signal within Naga City during the annual Translation Procession, the Bicol Regional Military Parade, and the Fluvial Procession on September 12, 19, and 20, respectively, 2025, in connection with the celebration of the Peña Francia Festival 2025. May I proceed with the highlights?
Yes, please.
On the this is among the highlights of the discussion centered on the following points. On the nature of the request, Police Colonel Capos explained that the Naga City Police Office has sent a letter on August 5, 2025 to the City Mayor to request the shutting off of mobile signal during the upcoming translation procession, military parade, and fluvial procession on the aforecited dates through a Sangguniang Panlungsod resolution. He explained that the request is a preventive measure against any plans of terrorist groups. The chairman asked Lieutenant Colonel Capus whether the police has intercepted any terrorist threat. Lieutenant Colonel Capus replied in the negative, but remarked that the said request was a precautionary measure to prevent possible attacks of terrorists or other criminal groups that use mobile signal as detonator. Mr. Gumba of the Public Safety Office added that the said resolution will serve as a legal basis for shutting off of the mobile signal during the said events. Mr. Gumba explained that in previous years, shutting off mobile signal was based on intelligence report from the security group. The chairman commented that the Joint Operations Center, or JOC, for the Peña Francia festivities shall also be involved in discussions whether there is a need to shut off the mobile signal, meaning the request for shutting off during the particular event will still be at the instance of the Joint Operations Center, which is co-chaired by the Archbishop of Cáceres and the City Mayor. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On the motion of Honorable Frank Mendoza, duly seconded by Honorable Jokno, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod plenary the approval of the Naga City Police Office request for the temporary shutdown of mobile data signals within Naga City before the start until the end of translation procession, Bicol Regional Military Parade, and fluvial procession on September 12, 19, and 2025 respectively, in connection with the Peña Francia Festival 2025. And I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the third item is the formal complaint and plea submitted by Mr. Gil G. Relos and Maria Gerly F. Garcia for the strict enforcement of laws against continuous harassment, public nuisance, and threats to peace and order. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
For the disposition A, the committee resolved to direct the barangay government of Mabolo to handle the conciliation process of the parties and report to the committee the developments of said conciliation process. And I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
For disposition B, request the Naga City Police Office to monitor and maintain the peace and order in Barangay Mabolo, Naga City. And I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Second. Objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
For item number 4, letter dated August 5, 2025 of Engineer Elmer Albo, Acting City Engineer, submitting a list of identified road obstructions in various parts of the city. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to request the Sangguniang Panlungsod Secretariat to furnish the city legal office a copy of the letter dated August 5, 2025 of Engineer Albo with the attached documents for their legal opinion, particularly on the next steps of the city engineer's office on the matter. This is regarding the road clearing, removal of the obstructions, Mr. Chair. And I so move on
Okay,
this,
second.
Mr. Chair.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
For item number 5, the proposed ordinance authored by Honorable Jill Rosales mandating the registration and vaccination of all canine and feline pets in Naga City, promulgating policies and measures to promote responsible pet ownership, the prevention and control of rabies, and providing penalties for violations thereof. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to defer consideration of the proposed ordinance and await the submission of the revised proposed ordinance. And I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Objection? The motion is approved.
Mr. Chair, in line with the peace and order and public safety measures for the city, the proposed ordinance regarding drones is also submitted to the Secretariat, and with the indulgence of the Committee on Rules, it will be an item in the new business portion of this agenda. This ends my report, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilor Omar Buenafe. Next item,
The
please.
report of the Committee on Land Use.
Committee on Land Use, Councilor Jesse Albios.
Mr. Chair, may I request acknowledgement of the report of the Committee on Land Use?
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The committee hearing was held on September 4, 2025, and there was no quorum. May I request that this body be converted into a committee of the whole?
Again, we are constituting the council as the committee of the whole.
First item is letter dated August 11, 2025 of the City Planning and Development Office submitting their technical evaluation on the documents submitted by Isadora Maria Apungol for a temporary use permit for the operation of her business, Maxicon Hardware and Construction Supplies, located at Barangay Carolina, Naga City. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of the Honorable Francisco Mendoza, seconded by Ms. Amparo Vergara, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod as a committee of the whole to defer the matter pending compliance with all the other requirements such as the submission of the environmental impact assessment and the barangay resolution, interposing no objection to the said application. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Items 2 and 3 were treated simultaneously. Letter dated August 11, 2025 of the City Planning and Development Office submitting their actions taken on the application of Mr. Bernie Andes for rezoning of his parcel of land located at Barangay Pacol, Naga City. Alongside with this is the letter dated August 26, 2025 of Attorney Norman P. Baroza, Counsel for Manobay Agro-Industrial Development Corporation, filing their opposition with the petition of Bernie Andes for rezoning of a parcel of land located in Barangay Pacol, Naga City. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of the Honorable Francisco Mendoza, seconded by Ms. Vergara, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod as a committee of the whole to defer the matter until the legal issues are settled with the Department of Agrarian Reform. Furthermore, Attorney Norman Barosa is also requested to provide this committee copy of all the documents proving his client's ownership of the subject property. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Comment, Councilor Aris.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We were absent during the hearing because of the extended discussions of the concurrent hearing with the Committee of Culture and Arts. So we were not able with Honorable Serio to attend. And I have a comment to the disposition, to the proceedings in that concern, Mr. Chair, which is the one submitted by Attorney Barosa is a plan. He submitted a plan showing that the Manubays own even the Pacol Elementary School, everything in that area, including the lot of Andes, which is beside the elementary school. However, may it be noted, Mr. Chair, that the plan submitted by Attorney Barosa is just a draft survey plan. It's not the approved plan. So maybe we can particularly request Attorney Barosa to provide the committee of the approved plan of the title of his client, because I have thinking that maybe it's not updated with the Bureau of Lands, the survey presented by Attorney Barosa. So to clear the matter, may I add in the disposition that he be required to submit to the committee the approved survey plan of his client, Manubay, Mr. Chair.
Councilor Albios?
Yes, Mr. Chair, with the manifestation of the Honorable Macaraig, the disposition would be to defer the matter until the legal issues are settled with the Department of Agrarian Reform. Second, Attorney Norman Barosa is also requested to provide this committee copy of all the documents proving his client's ownership of the subject property and also the subdivision plan.
Approved survey plan.
Approved survey plan of the property, subject property.
So you are withdrawing the previous motion?
No, just amending additional documentary requirements, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
So any second? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Okay, item number 4, letter dated July 31, 2025 of Angelita Antonio of Zone 5, Pasto, Cararay, Naga City, asking for assistance regarding her claim against the developer of Golden Haven Cemetery. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of the Honorable Francisco Mendoza, seconded by Honorable Wilfredo Jude Jokno, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod as a committee of the whole to defer the matter and refer the matter to the City Legal Officer for some legal assistance to be extended to Ms. Angelita Antonio. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That ends the report, Mr. Chair. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you, Councilor Jesse Albios. Yes, Councilor Balimoro.
Before we proceed, Mr. Chair, na-observe ko na during the committee hearing or privilege speech, dahil nakakapag-sign language interpret ang satuyang interpreter, siguro sa kulang ang camera or may nagkakaput kang camera. So may we request, Mr. Chair, to the CEPIO to handle this matter. Dahil maray na napuputol kung may nagdadalan sa tong DEP, dahil niya masusubaybayan si bilog na session kung pag may nagpi-privilege speech or committee report or may nagagamit ng podium, mayo ang satuyang sign language interpreter.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Baldimoro.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Can the Secretariat handle that?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
At least to provide comprehensive
Coverage.
okay? So somebody will be focusing on the interpreter. Who is handling that, Mr. Secretary?
The CEPIO personnel, Your Honors. We will coordinate with this CEPIO on this matter.
Do we have a representative coming from the CEPIO? Okay, so please do what Councilor Baldimoro stated a while ago, because there are surprisingly, a lot of viewers of the Sangguniang session. Okay. Next item, please.
The report of the Committee on Laws and Ordinances.
Committee on Laws and Ordinances. Councilor Uying Rosales.
Mr. Chairman, may I request acknowledgement of the committee report?
Your report is duly acknowledged.
We held a committee hearing yesterday. There was no quorum. May I move for the conversion of the plenary as a committee of the whole?
Again, we are now the committee of the whole.
The first item is a first endorsement dated August 22 of our city treasurer forwarding the barangay tax ordinance of Barangay Mabolo and transmitting the information that it is supported by the required toolkit and in conformity with the DILG DOF Joint Memorandum Circular Number 20-2019. This is pertaining to the Barangay Tax Ordinance Number 2025-1 of Barangay Mabolo under review by the committee. For the disposition, Mr. Chairman, the committee resolved to recommend to the plenary the approval of the Barangay Tax Ordinance 2025-1 entitled An Ordinance Updating the Tax Revenue Code of Barangay Mabolo with the recommendation of the of the City Treasurer. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The second item, Mr. Chairman, is a letter dated August 28 of Mr. Ronald Garcia, Barangay Secretary, and Punong Barangay Domingo Cerrado of Barangay Lerma, transmitting two barangay ordinances for review by the Sangguniang Panlungsod. First is Barangay Ordinance Number 6. Prior to that, Mr. Chairman, both ordinances already underwent review by the committee, and upon review by this representation during the committee hearing, both ordinances have already incorporated the suggestions and comments made by the committee members. In the last committee hearing, it was taken up. So for the first disposition, Mr. Chairman, Barangay Ordinance Number 6, Barangay Ordinance mandating all households and all boarding house owners within the jurisdiction of Barangay Lerma to maintain battery-operated, chargeable or solar-powered standby lights or flashlight in their own houses and boarding houses, and to prohibit the use of candles, gasera, or anything that may cause fire during brownouts and power interruptions, specifically during nighttime and during typhoons, and to penalize residents and boarding house owners for non-compliance and violation of this ordinance. The committee resolved to recommend to the plenary the approval of Barangay Ordinance Number 6 as entitled. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The second barangay ordinance is Barangay Ordinance Number 7 entitled Ordinansa na nagpapato ng parusa sa tao o pangkat ng mga tao na nagdudulot ng iskandalo at alarma at anumang uri ng kaguluhan sa kapayapaan at kaayusan sa loob ng teritorial na jurisdiksyon ng Barangay Lerma. As mentioned, Mr. Chairman, this ordinance already underwent review by the committee, and in this revised copy of the said barangay ordinance, the Barangay Council had already incorporated the suggestions and comments made by the committee members. So I so move for the approval of the said barangay ordinance, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The third item is Barangay Ordinance Number 2025-6, Barangay Del Rosario, establishing the Del Rosario Assistance and Welfare Program in Barangay Del Rosario. There was no representative from Barangay Del Rosario during the committee hearing, so the committee resolved to defer the matter, and we'll just reschedule it in the next committee hearing.
So deferred.
The fourth item is Barangay Ordinance Number 8-002-2025 o Barangay Peña Francia, revising Barangay Revenue Code to comply with Republic Act 12009 on modernizing the government revenue systems. Okay, for the disposition, Mr. Chairman, the committee resolved to recommend to the plenary the approval of Barangay Ordinance number 8-02 of Barangay Peña Francia, revising the Barangay Revenue Code to comply with Republic Act 12009 on modernizing the Barangay Revenue Systems. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That ends my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Councilor Oyeng Rosales. Next
The
item,
report
please.
of the Committee on People Empowerment and Good Governance.
The Committee on People Empowerment, headed by Councilor Gail Abunal Gomez.
Mr. Chair, for the Committee on People Empowerment and Good Governance, may I request acknowledgement?
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The meeting was held last September 5, 2025. We had no quorum, Mr. Chair. So may I request that this body be transformed into a committee of the whole?
So we are again constituting the entire body as a committee of the whole.
There were 5 items discussed, there were 6 items discussed, Mr. Chair. The first is the letter dated August 8, 2025 of Diego T. Tud, Chairperson, Federation of Agriculture Cooperatives in Camarines Sur, signifying their intent to seek accreditation by the Sangguniang Panlungsod and submitting the requirements for the purpose. May I go directly to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod and recommend the approval and granting of accreditation to the Federation of Agriculture Cooperatives in Camarines Sur as a civil society organization. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The second item is an undated letter of Ray J. Rodelas, City Director of CACG, Naga City, Camarines Sur, submitting their intent to apply for accreditation as a non-government organization in Naga City. CACG is Community Anti-Crime Group. May I go to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod and recommend the approval and granting of accreditation to the Community Anti-Crime Group or CACG as a civil society organization pending submission of the duly signed board resolution. May I know, Mr. Chair, if the CACG was able to submit a signed board resolution?
No submission yet, Your Honor.
So there is no submission, Mr. Chair, so we defer consideration of
So
the
we'll
matter,
defer.
Mr. Chair. The third item is the undated letter of Precioso B. Cornejo, President, Naga City Pilgrims, E-Trike Tri-Mobile Operator Drivers Association, submitting their intent to apply for accreditation as a non-government organization in Naga City. May I go to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod and recommend the approval and granting of accreditation to the Naga City Pilgrims E-Trike Tri-Mobile Operators and Drivers Organization or NC PETODA as a civil society organization of our city. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Second. Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Okay, the fourth item is a letter dated January 21, 2025 of Ms. Bianca Corinne Parcon, Head Volunteer of Street Post Naga, signifying their intent to apply for accreditation as a non-government organization or civil society organization in Naga City. May I go to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod and recommend the approval and granting of accreditation to Street Post Naga, a civil society organization, pending submission of the duly signed board resolution. I believe, Mr. Chair, that the needed document has been submitted to the Secretariat.
Yes.
Therefore, Mr. Chair, may I request approval of this matter, Mr. Chair?
Please
So
make the
moved.
necessary motion. Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The fifth is the letter dated July 16, 2025 of Dante Berlon, President, Kaakibat Civicom Communication International Incorporated, signifying their intent to apply for an accreditation as an NGO or civil society organization in Naga City. May I go to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod and recommend the approval and granting of accreditation to the Kaakibat Civicom Communication International Incorporated as a civil society organization, pending submission of the duly signed board resolution, financial reports, and the minutes of their annual meeting. May I know if these documents have been submitted to the Secretary?
Mr. Secretary?
There is already
Submitted.
submission of the documents being requested, Your Honors.
Therefore, may I request for this, for the approval of their request for accreditation, Mr. Chair? So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Last is the letter dated August 20, 2025 of Mr. Antonio A. Cataneo submitting their application for accreditation as a non-government organization. May I go to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
Considering the absence of the applicant, the committee resolved to defer consideration of the application for accreditation of the Federation of Kabalikat Civilian Communicators in Region 5 Incorporated.
So
moved.
deferred.
That's all for the report, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Gail Abunal Gomez. Next item,
The
please.
report of the Committee on Ways and Means.
Committee on Ways and Means, headed by Councilor Frank Mendoza.
May I request acknowledgement of the committee, of the report of the Committee on Ways and Means?
Your report is duly acknowledged.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The meeting was held last September 4 and there was no quorum, so may I request that the plenary be converted into a committee of the whole?
So again, we are constituting ourselves into the Committee of the Whole.
There is only one item, Resolution number 055, Series of 2025, a Barangay Peña Francia, Naga City, authorizing the implementation of the Plazada or cash ticket system in Barangay Peña Francia to ensure transparent and organized distribution of cash-based assistance and transactions. May I proceed with the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of Honorable Jesse R. Albius, the committee resolved to defer consideration of the matter and wait for the request from the Liga ng mga Barangay for the passage of an ordinance deputizing barangay officials to collect Plazada or cash tickets from peddlers within their territorial jurisdiction.
So deferred.
Deferred. With that, Mr. Chair, just to expedite the matter and considering that other barangays may also request deputization, we have drafted an ordinance deputizing barangay treasurers of the various barangays to collect cash tickets in behalf of the city treasurer's office. I also discussed this matter with the city mayor and she agreed that itong proceeds would be 50-50 shared with the barangays. That ends my report, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Councilor Frank Mendoza. Next item, please.
The report of the Committee on Housing and Settlements.
Committee on Housing and Settlements, headed by Councilor Jesse Albius.
Mr. Chair, may I request acknowledgement of the report of the Committee on Housing and Settlements.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The committee hearing was held on September 4, 2025, and there was no quorum. So may I request that this body be converted into a committee of the whole.
Again, we are converting the body into the committee of the whole.
Okay. Letter dated July 21, 2025 of Engineer Rolando S. I. Campillos, HSDO Head, submitting the revised Memorandum of Agreement on use of rock between Gawad Kalinga and the City Government of Naga, the deed of absolute sale for the acquired property in Sitio Salungigi, Kararayan, and its subdivision plan. Corollary to this is the letter dated August 22, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for a passage of a resolution authorizing her to enter into and sign the Memorandum of Agreement with the Gawad Kalinga Community Development Foundation, Incorporated, involving a city-owned parcel of land at Sitio Salungigi, Kararayan, Naga City, for the implementation of socialized land housing and community development projects. Also, letter dated August 22, 2025 of the Honorable City Mayor requesting for a passage of a resolution authorizing her to enter into and sign the Memorandum of Agreement with the Gawad Kalinga Community Development Foundation, Incorporated, for a joint venture for the construction of a residential subdivision project for the sole and exclusive benefit of the underprivileged and homeless sector. Also, letter dated September 2, 2025 of the City Legal Officer pertaining to the real property tax exemption in relation to the LGU Foundation Socialized Housing Project. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
With the submission of the subdivision plan and the revised Memorandum of Agreement specifying the 1,542 square meters parcel of land subject to use of rock and incorporating the provision on the beneficiary's obligation to pay the real property tax pursuant to the legal opinion submitted by the City Legal Office, the committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod and recommend the following. A, the passage of a resolution authorizing the Honorable City Mayor to enter into and sign the Memorandum of Agreement with the Gawad Kalinga Community Development Foundation, Incorporated, involving a city-owned parcel of land at Sitio Salungigi, Kararayan, Naga City, for the implementation of a socialized land, housing, and community development projects. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Second disposition is the passage of a resolution authorizing the Honorable City Mayor to enter into and sign the Memorandum of Agreement with the Gawad Kalinga Community Development Foundation, Incorporated, for a joint venture for the construction of a residential subdivision project for the sole and exclusive benefit of the underprivileged and homeless sector. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
That ends the report, Mr. Chair. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you, Councilor Jesse Albios.
The report of the Committee on Tourism.
Committee on Tourism, headed by the Honorable Councilor Jokno. Your report is duly acknowledged.
The hearing was conducted on September 5th, and there was no quorum.
No quorum.
May I refer the matter to the plenary as committee of the whole.
So again, we are constituting ourselves as the committee of the whole.
There was only one item, the proposed resolution authored by Honorable Nathan Serio and City Youth Councilor Yanga, declaring a policy by the City of Naga that its tourism and related development programs be anchored primarily to its historicity. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod as a committee of the whole and recommend the deferment of the discussion on the matter due to the absence of the proponent, and to schedule another meeting with the concerned stakeholders present to ensure a broader approach to the city's tourism aspects. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Okay, deferred.
That ends my report, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Diokno.
The report of the Committee on Games and Amusement.
Committee on Games and Amusement, headed by Councilor Dr. Butch Borja.
Good noon, Mr. Chair. May I request the acknowledgement of the committee report on games and amusement.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
The meeting was conducted last September 5, 2025.
Was there a quorum?
However, a quorum was not met.
So again, we are constituting ourselves into the Committee of the Whole.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We have only one item, and this is a request of Mr. Eduardo Mercado, of San Felipe, Naga City, applying for permit to hold a two-cock derby on September 10, 2025. May I proceed, Mr. Chair, to this position?
Yes, please.
On the motion of Mr. Alfredo Jude Jokno, seconded by Mr. Benjamin Barbosa, the committee resolved to recommend to the Sangguniang Panlungsod to pass a resolution granting Mr. Eduardo Mercado of Caceres Sports Arena, San Felipe, Naga City, for permit to hold a two-cock derby on September 10, 2025, subject to the payment of the necessary fees and compliance with the regulation under the 16 ordinance.
Please make the necessary motion.
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Chair. I request for the approval of these.
Please make the necessary motion now.
For this motion,
So move.
I so move for the approval of this.
Second.
No objection? So the motion is approved.
This is all my report, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilor Dr. Butch Borja.
The report
Next
of the
item.
Committee on Culture and the Arts.
Committee on Culture and the Arts, headed by Councilor David Casper Nathan Serio.
May I request acknowledgement of the report of the Committee on Culture and the Arts? Mr.
Your
Chair?
your report is duly acknowledged.
Thank you. There was a quorum during the committee hearing, Mr. Chair, and there were only 4 items taken up. First item,
So there was a quorum.
yes, Mr. Chair. Nagaland Property Development of Barangay San Francisco, Naga City, including the letter of the National Historical Commission to the City Mayor, lifting the cease and desist order on the heritage buildings, ruins at that site. For the disposition, Mr. Chair,
Yes, please.
the committee resolved to, on motion of Honorable Macaraig, duly seconded by Mr. Gonzaga, the committee resolved to request the contending parties to submit their position papers on the matter and give both parties 7 days to submit their respective position papers to the committee for its consideration in an executive session. So move.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Another disposition on motion of Honorable Rosales, duly seconded by Honorable Jokno. The committee resolved to request a legal opinion from the City Legal Office on whether or not the committee can oblige the landowners to conduct public consultation before the development of the property. So move.
Any second? Objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Second item, proposed ordinance authored by Honorable Melvin Ramon G. Buenafe, renaming the present Plaza Quezon to Plaza Quezon de Naga, thereby amending Naga City Ordinance number 378 and for other purposes. For the disposition, Mr. Chair, on motion of Honorable Macaraig, duly seconded by Honorable Jokno and Honorable Rosales, the committee resolved to furnish the cultural groups, namely Nueva Caceres Movement Incorporated, Naga City Arts and Culture Coalition, and Sumaro Bicolnon and the City Planning Development Office with a copy of the proposed ordinance for their comments and inputs, which will be submitted to the committee within 7 days from receipt thereof. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Third item, proposed ordinance authored by this representation, renaming General Luna Street in Naga City to General Arejola Street in honor of General Ludovico Arejola, illustrious son of Naga, who led the Bicolano resistance against American colonizers at the turn of the 20th century. For the disposition, Mr. Chair,
yes, please.
The committee resolved to request the City Engineer's Office to confirm with the Department of Public Works and Highways as to the status of General Luna Street, whether it is a national or local road, and as this representation is willing to withdraw my proposal, should the road be proven to be a national road.
Okay.
So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Last item, proposed ordinance authored by this representation, naming Plaza Quezon, located at the heart of Naga City, to Plaza Arejola in honor of Don Tomas Arejola, an illustrious Nagueño propagandist, reformist, and representative to the National Congress for ambos Camarines and for other purposes. For the disposition, the committee resolved to furnish the cultural groups, namely Nueva Caceres Heritage Movement Incorporated, the Naga City Arts and Culture Coalition, and Sumaro Bicolnon, and the City Planning Development Office, with a copy of the proposed ordinance for the respective comments and inputs, which will be submitted to the committee within 7 days from receipt thereof. So move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection?
That ends my report.
There being none, the motion is approved. Thank you. Councilor Nathan Serio.
The report of the Committee on Transport.
Councilor Omar Buenafe.
Mr. Chair, may I request acknowledgement of the Committee on Transport report.
Your report is duly acknowledged.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Committee on Transport conducted its committee hearing last September 5, and there was no quorum.
No quorum again. So we are constituting ourselves into the Committee of the Whole.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. There were 10 items tackled by the Committee on Transport during the hearing. First item is the letter dated August 14, 2025 of the City Mayor respectfully endorsing the Notice of Compliance from the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, or LTFRB, relative to the submitted local public transport route plan and requested for a passage of an ordinance for the adoption and implementation of the said plan. And with this, we have item 1A, which was submitted by this humble representation an ordinance institutionalizing the approved local public transport route plan of the City of Naga, Camarines Sur, prescribing the operating routes and the number of public utility jeepney Class 2 units therein, thereby amending City Ordinance Number 1993-049 as amended and for other purposes. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
Considering that there was no objection or comments from the concerned offices and agencies present during the committee hearing, the committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod with a recommendation for the approval of the proposed ordinance institutionalizing the approved local public transport route plan of the City of Naga, Camarines Sur, prescribing the operating routes and the number of public utility jeepney Class 2 units therein and for other purposes. With the indulgence of this august body, if I may be permitted, I will present the proposed ordinance on second reading. Yes,
Please proceed.
Mr. Chair. So, here is the proposed ordinance. This is actually an ordinance to institutionalize the approved LPTRP of the City of Naga. In the whereas portion, we lay down the legal basis, the situation of the Naga City government being assisted by the BISCAS. We have the DOTR and LTFRB approval of the resolution approving the routes with a total number of 282 PUJ Class 2 units. And the LTPRP purpose, which aims to rationalize and modernize public and transport services in the city, ensuring reliable, efficient, and accessible mobility for all sectors. So with Section 1, there is the title of the proposed ordinance. Section 2, again, the legal basis. Section 3, the declaration of the policy.
Reactions from the council? No reaction? No comment? Okay, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Section 4, the adoption of the approved LPTRP. So the City of Naga hereby adopts and institutionalizes the local public transport route plan as approved under LTFRB DOTR Board Resolution number 204, series of 2025. A copy of the DOTR LTFRB Board Resolution number 204, series of 2025 is appended and thereby made an integral part of this proposed ordinance. So in Section 5, enumerated here is the structure and allotment of units. So we have enumerated here the particular routes and the number of units. Pwede ba yung ma-accommodate sa screen? Yan. So, for Centro, San Isidro, via Kararayan, we have this 23 units. For Centro de Rosario via Magsaysay Avenue, we have 22.
20
units, sorry. Thank you, Mr. Chair. So we have the Centro del Rosario via Magsaysay Avenue with 22 units. The third route, the Centro del Rosario via Rojas Avenue with 28 units. Thank you. Next, please. So the fourth is the Centro del Rosario via Panganiban Drive with 55 units. And the fifth Centro San Felipe with 33 units. We have the Centro Pacol with 29 units.
29.
29 units, Mr. Chair. And we have the Centro Carolina Panicquason with 24 units. And finally, the Naga Loop service routes. We have 4 of these. First is the Centro Magsaysay Loop A, that is clockwise. With 71 units. The counterclockwise of that is Loop B, which is the Centro Magsaysay. And we have, ang total po nito lahat is 71. So, sa mga loop services. So, this is divided among the 4 groups operating in this area. So, we have the Centro Magsaysay Loop C. Ang main highlight po nito is yung pagdaan sa may MT Villanueva. And entering Naga through Bagong Bayan Sur.
Do you have any comment? Okay, proceed with the presentation.
So the Loop D is the counterclockwise of Loop C. Yan din, dadaan sa MT Villanueva. So we have a total of 282 authorized PUJ units that will be granted franchises by the LTFRB. So with Section 5, we have the alignment and transport traffic code and traffic code, PUJ routes and stops. The BISCAS is now assisting the city government of Naga in identifying the ideal jeepney stops in the city of Naga. So this will be incorporated in the CIMEX or the dry runs that will be eventually conducted with the assistance of the PNP and the PSO for its implementation. Discussions on this had already started with a meeting that was conducted in BISCAS, attended also by the mentioned public safety and PNP offices with the CPDO and the other stakeholders, including the jeepney operators and some drivers plying the routes that were mentioned. So for the enforcement and implementation, the Naga City Police Office, its Traffic Enforcement Unit, and the Public Safety Office are authorized to oversee and coordinate with the implementation of the LPTRP. Of course, this will be done in coordination also with the LTO in case the enforcement of LTO regulations will be involved in this subject. Next. So we have the transitory provisions. Of course, we have to prepare for the implementation of this ordinance, and existing operators and affected stakeholders shall be given transition provisions as provided by the LPTRP and related national guidelines. The conduct of dry run and traffic experiments as previously authorized may be extended or institutionalized subject to the monitoring and further council action. Any overlap, redundancy, or inconsistency shall be resolved through the supplemental ordinances. For the information of this August body, a previous meeting with the director of the LTFRB in Bicol, Regional Director De Feo, he already pronounced that extensions will be granted while waiting for the city ordinance. Extensions will be granted to those who participated in the para dahil na sila mabayad ng permit giraray sa pag-fly kato mga nabanggit na mga rota. So, we have the separability clause, the usual clauses, repealing clause, and the effectivity clause. I am ready for some queries.
Questions from the council? Councilor Rosales.
Mr. Chairman, my concern is about the regular dispatch of jeepneys at periodic intervals on the designated routes. We know, Mr. Chairman, that these routes are granted to cooperatives, and they are already consolidated jeepney operators. The case being, Mr. Chairman, is that especially in upper barangays, these operators only ply the routes during rush hour, and during lean hours, sometimes the waiting period for commuters would be 30 minutes to 1 hour. So may I ask the proponent if this was ever discussed, or is it part of the LPTRP? Because we have here the number of units allocated, the routes, but is there any provision concerning that problem?
Councilor Roman.
Thank you, Honorable Rosales, Mr. Chair. This was already taken up during our meetings with the City Mayor, the Regional Director of the LTFRB, and with the presence of the operators of both jeepneys and modern PUVs, especially the routes plying the mountain barangays. And actually the objective with the study being conducted with the BISCAS and the CPDO is to be able to make these routes more efficient so that the passengers or the commuters will not be spending time waiting, and the arrival of the public utility vehicles will eventually be predicted. Iyo po yan ang direksyon kaniyong pag-modernize kang satuyang local public transport route plan, and we are into this process. Meantime, this is the approved routes, and we have seen that the commuters or passengers are patronizing these routes already with the study conducted by the LTFRB and the DOTR, and of course the submitted data and request for the approval of the LPTRP ng ating syudad. These were among the things that were considered Kaya may mga prescribed number of public utility vehicles per route so that the demand of the passengers or commuters will be given due course. Yeah po.
The concern of Councilor Rosales has been addressed.
Yes, Mr. Chair, it is being addressed. There is a process. That's why we had a meeting with the operators, some of the drivers, the PSO, the PNP, and the stakeholders, including those who are usual passengers in the area. So these are all part of the study being conducted by the CPDO with the BISCAS. And recently, there is also the participation of De La Salle University. And this is also contained in the proposed approval of the Memorandum of Understanding that was endorsed previously by the City Mayor. So later, I will also be presenting this proposed MOU for approval in this report, Mr. Chair.
Any other comment? Reactions? Objections? So we are ready to approve this on second reading. Please make the necessary motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. With no other comments, recommendations, reactions, or objections, this humble representation now moves for the approval on second reading of this proposed ordinance, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
And if the body or the chair will allow, Mr. Chair, if there are no more revisions on this, this representation also moves for the approval on third reading of this proposed ordinance.
Can you refer this to our Committee on Style before we approve this on third reading?
Okay, Mr. Chair. So with this, I move that this bill be tackled by the Committee on Style, Mr. Chair. And I so move, Mr. Chair.
You are making a motion to refer this to the Committee on Style?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Actually, we don't have a formal Committee on Style. We are just requesting Mr. Jack Hernandez to handle this and to at least check the grammatical errors there. So we will refer this to the group of Mr. Jack Hernandez.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I proceed?
Yes, please.
For the second item, this is regarding the letter of Julian E. Altar, Chairperson, Naga Diversion Concepcion del Rosario Transport Cooperative, pertaining to their complaints against tri-mobile units plying portion of Ross Avenue or Diversion Road, where tri-mobile units are not allowed as indicated in the road signs that are already in place. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod with the recommendation to direct the Public Safety Office and the PNP to enforce the regulations that prohibit tri-mobiles from operating on national highways especially along Rojas Avenue, but with consideration to allow them to cross at designated points, such as letter A, in front of Robinson's Naga. They are allowed to cross to and from the Carnation Street. Letter B, in front of Pure Gold Diversion and Boning Sia Street. And letter C, in case of Trimobiles in front of Yasiano Mall, to be allowed to traverse a designated portion of Rojas Avenue and make a right turn onto Carnation Street. And I so move for the
Any
approval of
second?
this, Mr. Chair.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The third item is the resolution number 056, series of series of 2025 of Barangay Peña Francia, Naga City, authorizing Barangay Peña Francia to implement wheel clamping as an enforcement measure of the city ordinance on road clearing. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
On motion of Honorable Jesse Albios, seconded by Mr. Ronaldo Valle and Mr. Alberto Darilay, the committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod with a recommendation to direct the Sangguniang Panlungsod Secretariat to furnish the Public Safety Office and the City Legal Office copies of resolution number 056 of Barangay Peña Francia for their comments and recommendation, and to submit the same within 10 days from receipt thereof. Furthermore, to request the Public Safety Office to continue to assist the Barangay Council of Peña Francia in the road clearing operations. And I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Mr. Chair.
Any objection?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilor Aris
Thank you,
Macaraig.
Mr. Chair. May I request to the Honorable Buenafe to include in the offices to be furnished and to be required for comment the Parents Teachers Association of Naga Central School 1 and 2, because actually every day they are complaining permisindang na we will clamp in that area, and there appears no alternative to them. Sometimes nagdadara lang po sinda ning kakanon sa aki, and then pagluwas ninda naka-wheel clamp na sinda. So it has to be addressed along with these stakeholders, Mr. Chair. So may I request that they be included in the consultation for this.
Yes, Councilor Bonafe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I concur with the manifestation of Honorable Macaraig. And with this, Mr. Chair, we ask the Secretariat to also invite them during the next committee hearing on the matter, Mr. Chair. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second, Mr.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the fourth item, the proposed ordinance authored by yours truly, this humble representation, rationalizing the registration and use of e-bikes or micro-mobility vehicles in the city of Naga. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
The committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod with the recommendation to return the proposed ordinance to the proponent for revision, taking into consideration the suggestions raised during the committee hearing. And I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
The next items 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 was tackled by the committee together. May I proceed to the disposition, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
on the letters that were submitted by Punong Barangay Ruben S. Limbo, the letter submitted by Ms. Marites Martinez, the letter submitted by Mr. Bernabe Cervantes, and the letter of Abi Chris Batoriano, and finally the letter submitted by Mr. Mark Jimbert S. Millan, all regarding the request for the grant of franchises. So, we have this disposition, considering the recommendation of the Public Safety Office that based on the route measure capacity, a maximum of 35 units can be accommodated in the areas of Bacol and Kararayan with routes that were presented. On motion of Honorable Jesse Albios, seconded by Mr. Ronaldo Valle and Mr. Alberto Darilay, the committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod with a recommendation for a passage of an ordinance amending Ordinance number 2025-056 by adding 3 units to the previously approved route measure capacity or appropriate number of trimobile units for the concerned route. The proposed ordinance that is jointly sponsored by yours truly and Honorable Albios may be presented later. Furthermore, finding all the documents endorsed by Punong Barangay Limbo relative to the 13 applications for trimobile franchises to be complete and in order, the committee recommends the passage of individual resolutions granting trimobile franchises to the following applicants from Barangay Bacol: Mr. Edwin M. Ramirez, Mr. Raul Erineo, Mr. Ruben Tino Ramirez Jr., Mr. Rodolfo Villesa Jr., Mr. Rolando Espirito, Ms. Marilyn Orsales, Mr. Joseph Barangao, Mr. Michael Panganiban, Mr. Felix Girela, Ms. Marites Martinez, Mr. Bernabe Cervantes, Ms. Abi Chris Batoriano, and Mr. Mark Jembert S. Milan, subject to the completion of the requirements and payment of the prescribed fees under the City Ordinance number 93-049 as amended by City Ordinance number 2014-023. And I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Yes, Councilor Mendoza.
With regards to the last sentence of the first paragraph, adding 3 units to the previously approved RMC or appropriate number of units for the concerned route. Iyang garong phrase, is that part of the
Previous ordinance, Mr. Chair.
or appropriate number? Kung yan kaya, indeterminate po ang numero kang RMC, baka ang ang intent is only 3?
Previously, Mr. Chair, with cited here, previous ordinance number 2025-056, there were 30 allocated for the routes that are contained in the previous ordinance, and with approval during the committee hearing of additional 3, it makes it 33. And for the information of this body, meron ng previously approved na 20. That's why presented here are 13 names to complete the 33.
But the
franchises.
question of Councilor Mendoza, I believe, is
The
that
last
particular
part.
praising, because you may interpret it as an open praising.
Mr. Chair, if I may suggest, can we just drop the last phrase starting from or appropriate number of tri-mobile units for the concerned route? Yayaw naman po si 3 units sa
Okay, reaction from Councilor Omar Buenafe.
Thank you, Honorable Mendoza, Mr. Chair.
So you are accepting that particular proposal?
Yes, Mr. Chair, and I believe the Secretariat of this SP and the Secretariat of the Trimobile Task Force will be appropriately recalibrating these sentences
Recalibrating.
in
Okay.
the resolutions that will come out after the approval of this proposed franchises, Mr. Chair, because they will be individually issued to the 13 respective applicants for franchise, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
The Secretariat will consider the suggestion, Mr. Chair.
So what is your move now?
I now move for the approval of the individual resolutions granting franchises to the 13 listed names as presented, Mr. Chair. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Yes, Councilor Jude Yokno.
Before the approval, Mr. Chair, may I know if these 13 applicants are new applicants for new franchises or are they holders of old franchises?
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Honorable Jokno. Actually, that was one of the criteria that was laid down by the committee. Those who do not have yet franchise for the operation of Trimobile are the priority in these applications. Kaya po, Mr. Chair, one of the applicants whose live-in partner is also an applicant backed out in favor of his beloved live-in partner. Para hindi madoble for one family, Mr. Chair.
Okay, are you satisfied, Councilor Jokno? Satisfied. So we have the motion duly seconded and no objection. Approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you to my honorable colleagues. For the last item, Mr. Chair, which has a sub-item, is the letter of the Honorable City Mayor dated August 4 for the passage of a resolution authorizing her to enter into a memorandum of agreement with the De La Salle University, the Bicol State College of Applied Sciences and Technology, pertaining to the development of a more integrated and sustainable transport network system for Naga City. This was what I have mentioned earlier, Mr. Chair. And for sub-item 10A, revised memorandum of agreement with De La Salle University, University of the Philippines, National Center for Transportation Studies Foundation Incorporated, and the Bicol State College of Applied Sciences and Technology, pertaining to the development of a more integrated and sustainable transport network system for Naga City. And this is a tripartite agreement that is also involving the City of Naga through the Honorable City Mayor. Previously, this was already presented in the plenary, Mr. Chair, but some questions arose regarding the funding and resources. So with this, the highlight of this, among the highlights of this revised memorandum of agreement is the provision that each party, this is under the funding and resources, each party shall bear its own costs and in-kind contributions unless otherwise agreed upon in specific project arrangements. Joint proposals may be submitted to funding agencies or grants to support the project implementation. And with this, Mr. Chair, without going over details again of the resubmitted memorandum of agreement, may I proceed to the disposition if the body will so allow, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
So on motion of Honorable Jesse R. Albios, seconded by Mr. Ronaldo Valle and Mr. Alberto Darilay, the committee resolved to elevate the matter to the Sangguniang Panlungsod with a recommendation to grant the request of the city mayor for passage of a resolution authorizing her to enter into a memorandum of agreement with De La Salle University, UP, and Bicol State College of Applied Sciences and Technology pertaining to the development of a more integrated and sustainable transport network system for Naga City. And I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. That ends my report.
Thank you, Councilor Omar Buenafe. Next item, please.
Submitted position paper from the Metro Naga Chamber of Commerce and Industry in support to the city's net zero carbon policy ordinance.
Okay, we take note of that. Next item, please.
Mr. Chair, can we refer the position paper to the Committee on Environment and Energy?
You are suggesting that we refer this
Position
paper.
There's yet no ordinance, Mr. Chair, but there is, we are actually drafting this ordinance.
To the Committee on?
Environment and Energy, Mr. Chair.
Okay. We refer this to the Committee on Environment.
Before the new business, Your Honors, earlier the request of the Honorable City Mayor for authority to enter into a memorandum of understanding with DepEd and Naga City Dangerous Drugs Board was deferred pending available clear copy of the agreement.
The Chairman of the Committee on Education, Councilor Nathan Serio, please.
It's only an intent.
So we will refer this to your committee?
Maski nga ni authorize na si Mayor, MOU pa man lang yan. I move that we authorize the Mayor to enter into and sign the MOU with DepEd to the Naga City Dangerous Drugs Board.
Any second to the motion of Councilor Serio? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
New business, copy of Barangay Ordinance Number 001-2025 of Concepcion Grande, adopting the official seal of the barangay, and Ordinance Number 002-2025, mandating the installation of tiles in all public spaces and infra in the barangay for the benefit of the blind and visually impaired persons.
Laws and ordinances.
The letter dated August 14 of Mr. Ronaldo Valle, Manager, and Ruben Datuon, Chairman, Piston Development Multipurpose Cooperative, seeking consideration to change units from budget
Committee
to regular
on
time.
Transport.
The letter dated August 5, 2025, Dr. Joseph Sanchez, Head of the Naga City General Hospital, requesting for an ordinance prescribing fees for certain services of the hospital.
Committee on Ways and Means.
The application for accreditation of the Naga City Persons with Disabilities Vendors Association.
Committee on People Empowerment.
The proposed ordinance of Honorable Alan Reyes Macaraig requiring a project feasibility study report for all public infra projects funded or executed by the city government and its barangays.
Committee on Infrastructure.
The proposed ordinance of Honorable Mendoza rationalizing the lease rental of the occupants of Panganiban Beautification and Upgrading Project of the Philippine National Railways property in Panganiban Drive.
Committee on Laws and Ordinances.
The proposed ordinance of Honorable Mendoza deputizing the barangay treasurer of the city of Naga as collectors of Plazada fees from vendors operating without mayor's permit, providing for revenue sharing mechanism.
Committee
and
on
for
Laws
other
and Ordinances.
Copy of resolution number 2 manifesting intention of Street Paus, Naga City to apply for accreditation for membership in the
Committee
Sangguniang.
on People Empowerment.
The letter dated September 5, 2025 from the Honorable City Mayor requesting for the passage of an ordinance reverting to an appropriated balance the amount of 445,000.
Committee
out of the
on
current
Appropriations.
The complaint affidavit filed by the complainant Julito Rasco Idamis and against Juby Capistrano for simple misconduct, conduct prejudicial to the best interest of service.
We will refer this to the Blue Ribbon Committee.
The proposed ordinance mandating the installation of tactile paving in the Naga City Hall compound, the Naga City General Hospital, plazas, public transportation terminals in Naga to ensure accessibility for persons with visual impairment.
Laws and Ordinances. And Social Development.
The proposed ordinance further amending certain sections and articles of ordinance number 93049 of the Traffic Code by increasing the approved road measure capacity
Committee
from
on
30
Transport.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Councilor Omar Buenafe.
This is part of the report of the Committee on Transport, and this was included in the disposition for the approval of the 13 franchises. So ito po, Mr. Chair, yung nag-add ng 3 additional slots for franchises. So it amended the previous ordinance which allowed only 30 units. So this time we allowed 30. This has been tackled already and approved during the committee hearing report. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Omar Buenafe. Next item,
The
please.
proposed ordinance regulating the use of drones and prohibiting flying or deployment of any unregistered and unauthorized drones in areas declared as no-fly zone for safety and security considerations, providing penalties for violations and for other purposes.
Drones. Committee on Peace and Order.
Other matters, copy of Executive Order number 041 issued by Honorable City Mayor reconstituting the Naga City Nutrition Committee.
Duly noted.
The memorandum submitted by the city legal officer addressed to the city mayor containing his recommendation for the amendment of ordinance number 2023-052 or the medical scholarship program.
Noted.
The invitation from the Philippine Councilors League to the first continuing local legislative education program.
Noted.
The email from certain Adrian Baldovino, Director, Pinoy Tracks.
We are taking note of this.
Earlier, Your Honors, the Honorable Mendoza moved to transfer all requests for authority for the City Mayor regarding immersion program. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 requests for authority.
Councilor Mendoza.
For new business, sir. Transferred to new business.
Mr. Chair, I'm referring to my proposed ordinance, not any specific request. For now, I think that can be acted upon by the Sangguniang without referring to the proposed ordinance because it's still not yet in effect.
So at this stage, what will be the move?
Considering, Mr. Chair, that work immersion programs is part of the K-12 program of the DepEd, may I move that those work immersion program, rather that the mayor be authorized to sign, to enter into and sign the memorandum of agreement with the various schools for work immersion program with the city government.
Any second? Yes, Councilor Baldimoro.
Approval, Mr. Chair, the said matter was transferred to the new business.
New business.
So may I again move to transfer all the matters to special business or order.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Nominal voting?
Councilor Rosales? Yes, Councilor Baldimoro.
Before the nominal voting, Mr. Chair, just want to clarify if our next regular session will be scheduled on the next Tuesday, not on the not next week. And also, Mr. Chair, just to clarify if there will be no committee hearing next week.
Yeah, I think because we have 5 Tuesdays in September, so we will not have any session next week.
No regular session next week.
No regular session, yes. And that will be September
23 and 30. 23. 23 and 30.
Ano yan? September 15?
Now, Mr. Chair, if we don't have a regular session on the 16th, our next regular session will be the 23 and 30.
Correct. So, September 16,
No,
we won't have any regular session, but in the case of committee hearings, it will depend on the chairman.
Dahil nang una kita mag-committee hearings, kada ako kasibutan piyesta na.
If you are more than willing to conduct committee hearings, you can proceed. Okay, Councilor Rosales.
Mr. Chair, I move to transfer all resolutions and ordinances to nominal voting and approve the same.
Any second?
Motion to
Any
adjourn.
objection? There being none, the motion is approved.
Motion to adjourn, Mr. Chair.
Adjourned.